As an indie artist or record label, you have a problem. You see, the thing is, summer is fast approaching and you need to make some money by the end of summer so you're prepared to go into the fall to escape the Thanksgiving and Christmas rush of the major labels and everybody else and everything that's going to be in the way. It is now May. We're getting started early. Not capitalizing on the end of summer and beginning of fall releases and the money that comes from it is terrible for small labels and small artists. Now, on top of that, you may be struggling to build this end of summer release or the during the summer release, right, in the top of fall release. Don't worry, I got you covered. The process is complex and can cause some frustration. While believing that a successful release is vital for the end of summer and fall, how do you make it profitable? And that's what we're going to talk about right here on the Music Money Makeover Show. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Music Money Makeover Show. My name is Casey Graham. Yes, this is a problem. If you release too late, you're going to get trapped in the sauce of the fall promotions. I don't want you to be there. It's May, like I said earlier. We don't have that far to go until what? What are we looking at? August. So we got September really. We got 5 months to go. 5 months to go. Something like that. Anyway, point is, it's easier to cut through the noise in the summertime than to try to do it in the fall. I need you to remember this. In the summertime, people are moving. They're liquid. In the fall, they're starting to cool off. They're jello. In the winter, they're ice. And it's hard to get them to move. So let's jump into a plan that's going to help you make this a little bit more profitable than maybe just dropping music on the whim or on the cusp of things. Check it out. Fall is money-making season. Now, you might say, why is he talking about fall? Wait a minute, Casey. Your video says summer's last hurrah. Follow me here. I'm going to read this and just follow me. Understanding how consumer spending habits change during the holidays is crucial for indie artists and record labels. Now, by releasing music early, you can capitalize on the increased spending during this time. This is a long period of spending here, so just bear with me. Embrace the importance of developing deluxe editions of your music to give your project a holiday boost. We're going to save that for later. This is going to be our key profit piece here. We're going to save that for later. Now, with this approach, you'll feel confident in your ability to make the most of the lucrative holiday season. So we've got, I think our summer will kind of kick off now. Children are getting out of school. Parents are figuring out where they're going to send their children at so they can have a hot girl summer and all of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? All of that's coming up now. So we're going to have holidays from back to back to back, and then they're going to stack up very quickly into the fall. All right? Remember, in the summertime, people are liquid. They're moving around. They're open to consumerism. They'll buy this. They'll try this. They'll try a lot of stuff. Sometimes they'll spend a lot of money on new music, but they're open to new music at this time, which is why you want to get your most hottest music out, your upbeat, just the best foot forward. You want to put that stuff out there while people are open to trying at this point, because in a minute when it comes to fall, they're not going to be, and you're going to see how we need to have our deluxe editions coming down the line once I open up this show. Okay, stick with me. Now, we want to film creative process content. I'm going to call it a CPC. I might coin that, CPC, creative process content. Capturing content throughout the recording, mixing, mastering, and artwork creation and merchandise creation process can provide valuable promotional material. I don't have to beat a dead horse. You know this by now. Point is, you got to do it. So sharing confessional content for post-promotion will help you engage and connect with your fans on a deeper level. It just will. Remember, we're in the summer. We're going for an end of summer release. We ain't got there yet, but we're getting there. But we need to prep the people. We need them to rock with us all summer while they're open for consumerism. Believe in the power of authenticity. That's what it's about. And transparency to build a loyal fan base that supports your music and your journey as an artist or record label, right? Or record label behind the artist. This content is going to help us push people to listen. In the summertime, they're going to be open to listening. In a minute, they're going to be open to buying. That's our end of summer release, okay? After they done did everything in the streets, they're going to settle down or relax a little bit, and then they're going to buy, okay? So we want to prep them to buy. It's May now. We got May, June, July, August, September. Somewhere in September, we want to prep them to buy something, okay? Now, we got to prepare our marketing materials. So we want to develop a variety of promotional materials to create a comprehensive marketing strategy for your end of summer release. This includes music, artwork, micro music videos, general music content, ad copy, as well as your website funnel. All this needs to be done so that people can see this available. Maybe not the website funnel, you can work on that throughout the summer, but you definitely want to have the music, the artwork, the videos, the content, all that stuff. You want to have that going. That is your constant ad engine before you pay for any ads. I don't even recommend ads until you know that you have a place where people can come and spend the dollar. Okay? Now, with a multifaceted marketing approach, you'll gain confidence in promoting your release and reaching a wider audience, setting your project up for success. All of this should be done now if you're considering a 90-day rollout. So let's just say we start in June, July, August, so September 1st. We start June 1st, September 1st is our release. Everything that you do here, the music, the artwork, the micro music videos, the regular music videos, the general music content needs to roll for 3 months to get everybody rocking. I'm talking about you gotta go hard, especially if you're a new artist. But if you've been rolling for a little minute, you still need to go hard to get everybody's attention while they're trying to go chill at the pool or go to the lake or whatever it is they're trying to do. Be their soundtrack. Stay in their face, because when they're taking a vacation from college or whatever it is and they're on their Instagram feed, you need to be right there when they open the feed. That's the whole point. So it's going to take you 90 days to roll this content all the way through to the end where we're going to ask them to buy something. And obviously it's not going to be a download, because it's not going to be an iTunes download. We got to give them something else. I recommend a deluxe digital download, but there's so much more you can do. The deluxe digital download is a cheap product that you can offer digitally that is much more than just the streaming version. You can offer some exclusive content and stuff, whatever you want to make people buy. Look, this is you and I. We're talking here. Artists, labels, we're talking about making money on this channel. Whatever you want them to buy, make something for them to buy that's quality. Whatever that is, we got 90 days to do it, or I'm pushing you into September sometime, okay? It's May, remember that. Now, don't forget about your music registration, because as you release, you want that money to start rolling in. One key thing is lyric registration. I'll mention it in a second. Ensuring all necessary registrations and agreements are in place is essential for protecting your creative work and maximizing revenue. This includes split sheets, producer agreements, copyright registration, ISRC and UPC registration, PRO registration, mechanical royalty registration, and lyric registration. You know I got you covered with the 60-day record label course. I'll talk about that in a minute. Completing these legal and administrative tasks will give you peace of mind and further maximizing your cash flow for the music, allowing you to focus on promoting your end of summer release. But let me go back for a second. Inside of the marketing materials, this lyric registration is going to be key while you're driving people to Spotify, Amazon, or Apple Music to listen. You want to make sure that your lyrics are in place for people who like to read lyrics and people who want to search for those lyrics on Google. So when you're distributing your music out there, make sure that your lyrics are in your TuneCores, your DistroKids, wherever you put them. Okay? And you want to have that in place. All of this, the producer, your producer agreements, you need those in place. Those are inside of the 60-day record label course. You need those in place as well as the split sheets, because you need to make sure the money that's coming in from the music doesn't have any hiccups. We're trying to make as much money as possible, even though the music, I know, is the loss leader. You know that from watching this channel enough. You know you're not going to make a lot of money on music, but you are going to make some. What we don't want is extra headache coming on down the line when we're trying to sell bigger product. Okay? So get this together. Don't leave this on the table. We still need this money to help us down the tracks. Now, let's go back to developing this rollout plan here. Combining process content, or our CPC, that I coined earlier in the video, with ad materials like micro music videos and in-studio music videos creates a comprehensive rollout strategy for your end of summer release. A well-planned and strategic release will help you feel organized, prepared, and confident in your ability to achieve long-term success in the music industry. What's going to happen is you're going to run your first play. In the first play, you'll get used to all the mistakes that you're going to probably make, more than likely. All right? So what you're going to do is you're going to adapt it. You're going to change things around. You're going to adjust things on the fly to whatever's going on in the present moment. You'll get used to it. Whatever this plan is, you got to have it. Okay? Now, how can I balance the creative process with the business side of music? I know it's coming. It keeps coming back. But if you're an artist, you'll want to develop your marketing materials from an approach of, would I truly buy this if I'm the consumer? Pause for a second, because I said it earlier in the video. Artists, you gotta sell something, man. If you're really gonna make some money with the attention that you get from your artistry, your performance, your music, whatever it is, if you don't sell something and you build all of this attention because you're too caught up in the, it has to be cool, man, you're not gonna last long, and then you're gonna be bitter about this music game because you're still trying to make money from music. It's not happening. You will make some money. This ain't gonna be enough to live on. We got other stuff to move. We got product to move. We got weight to move. Now, let's go back into our paragraph here. This allows you to be critical. Would I truly buy this if I were the consumer? Because what we want to do is we want to make a quality product. Put your creativity into how you create the product. That way we won't struggle with the creative and business side clashing together. Just add your creativity to the product. Make sure it can sell. This allows you to be critical of yourself while creating because this causes some balance. You can also consider collaborating with a team or seeking professional help or consultation for a specific task. I recommend myself. Contact me if you need it, such as marketing or legal matters, allowing you to focus on your creative strengths. By finding a balance between the creative and business aspects of your career, you'll be better positioned for sustained growth and success in the music industry. Listen, if you're brand new, of course, this rollout plan will not be as flawless as somebody who's already done one or done a few already, but they're still indie. They just have a leg up over you. So don't be afraid. Just get the content rolling. Stay creative at all costs. Stay creative in your product that you're going to sell, but figure out what that product will be. You can balance this creative and business side. You just have to make sure that you're creative on each side. That's the thing. That's how you balance it. What if my promotional efforts don't generate the results I'm hoping for? Great question. Ultimately, you'll be further than you were when you started. However, you must analyze the quality of what you're putting out, how engaging you are with your fans, and how engaging the content is. So this goes back to our creative process to balance that. At the end of the day, we have to sell a product. You have to understand that as an artist. I'm making music to make it, to speak. I'm selling my message, but while I'm selling my message, guess what? I'm selling this backpack that I got on right here, or whatever that is, an apron or a backpack. I'm selling that as well. So this ends up in my content. You see it, it's cool, and then boom, it's sold. That's how it works, because people are going to ask, and then they're going to want to buy. So if the promotional efforts don't go off flawlessly like you wanted them to, go back and adapt the 90-day rollout that you had. So how can I ensure that I'm making the most of my marketing budget? It's natural to worry about the success of your promotional efforts. However, by following a comprehensive marketing strategy and continually monitoring your results, you can make data-driven adjustments to optimize your campaign. Remember, success in the music industry often requires persistence and adaptability. I just said that. Learn from your promotional efforts, identify areas for improvement, and apply those insights to future campaigns to increase your chances of success over time. Ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the day, we are releasing a product, something, drop shipping, print on demand, digital downloads, exclusive content. You better be selling something at the end of this 90 days more than an album release on Spotify. Because the people that you riled up in the past 90 days up until the end of summer are ready to spend something with you. So if you're new, you might have 100 people who are ready to spend at least $10 with you for all the work that you did. But remember, in the beginning, it's like riding a mountain bike and you're in gear 1. And that's all the effort you got. Some people are in gear 5 and they've got more torque. You don't. So if you got more torque, you probably got 1,000 people who are ready to spend $100 with you. But you got to sell a product at the end of your 90-day run. So you got to prep for that. You got to know that it's coming out. That's how we're going to get our profit, because it's not going to be from Spotify. You know that by now. All right. With that being said, we got to have the business built. I told you I was going to talk about this in a minute. And you need a framework to establish your record label in a perfect 60-day sequence. I built something called the 60-day record label for you to get your business together. So once you get out of gear 1 on that mountain bike and you finally approach maybe gear 3 and you got people coming on board, the business is established and it's ready to go. Nobody mixing and mingling in your affairs. All you just got to say is, hey, here it is. So you're going to learn how to set up your LLC and bank account flawlessly for base level anonymity, right? So people can't come find you and stuff like that, right? We don't want stalkers out here. And then we're going to set up your records and publishing division to collect domestic and international publishing royalties without the middleman taking 15%. That 15% to you at level 1 is very expensive, and you need to keep that in your pocket until you're ready for a publisher. I'm gonna show you how to do that. And then you're gonna utilize the contract templates to get you in the game right away. The whole point is to understand the game that you're playing, and you don't understand it from playing Instagram and Spotify. You understand it from the base level of the contract, because that's what everything is done on. If you don't understand that contract, you don't understand what you're doing. Look at what's covered. BMI, ASCAP, Sound Exchange, the MLC, Music Reports, Harry Fox, Illuminate, All Music, ISRC.com, music distributors, and more. You see what I'm saying? How much is it? $275 or 5 easy payments for $55. That's all. I need you to get in the game and win. I'm not trying to take an arm and a leg. That's not what I want to do. I want to see you win, and I want to see more talented creatives actually doing business in the game. All right? So after you're done with that, let's develop your strategy. Book a 1-hour call with me before or after you jump into the 60-day record label course. It's all good. We're going to hop on a Zoom call, and we'll make it happen. A lot of new labels have already taken advantage of this call. Now, grab the free stuff below if this is your first time watching the channel. But here we go, and let's talk about your winning position. Winning in the fall season. 90 days, increased revenue during the holiday season. We riled everybody up during the summertime. We created a loyal and engaged fan base because of that. We had a comprehensive marketing strategy to build upon, or at least you kind of did your makeshift version of a marketing strategy for yourself at level 1. All right? Then you had strong legal and administrative foundations because we did all our registrations. Remember that? We also hopped into the 60-day record label course because we wanted to understand that legal side. And then we had a successful end of summer release because we sold some product. This gave us long-term growth for the artist or the record label. 90 days always completes itself. You see what I'm saying? 90 days, 9 months, whatever. 9 is the completion. But if you didn't, this is where you are. Missed opportunities for the holiday revenue. Remember, we're riling everybody up in the summertime when they're available to try all the free samples. That's what we want to do. But if you miss those opportunities, then you miss the holiday revenue. You have a lack of fan engagement, and your incomplete or ineffective marketing strategy is just not going to make it. Or it was just completely incomplete or ineffective. And you had to go back to the drawing board, or you may not have even gone back to the drawing board. This is where we want to be, right here, winning in the fall. Now, in the beginning of this video, you probably were saying, hey, look, we're just going to drop in the summer. We got a couple singles, videos ready to go. I got you. This is not going to allow for any money further down the line in the fall when you actually need all the effort and the marketing materials that you shot. But if you take some of the stuff that we talked about in today's video, you can develop a plan to kind of flow some cash into your record label operation and give you a little bit of cash if you're just a single, indie artist out here trying to get things popping. That's the whole point of this video. Of course, we didn't talk about numbers, but the whole point was to get you to understand the planning, the processing, the timing of everything. Music money makers, if you make music, you should always make money. Log on to musicmoneymakeover.com. Jump into the 60-day record label course, that is. You can grab the book as well. It is available. Book a call on musicmoneymakeover.com, and I'll see you next time. Peace.